When you've fallen, this will be the melody I'll sing for you. Hear it calling, deep within the echoes from our years of youth. You take me higher than I've ever been in my whole life. The only heaven in this devil-filled depression I find.
My album is entitled 001. It's on JULYQUINTFAK.com right now. We just had an amazing performance of the album for the first time on my launch pad. It's a curated soundtrack, I'm calling it, of just miscellaneous sounds and pushing the boundaries of technical stuff. Very, very Phil Collins in the air tonight meets Lupe Fiasco's the coolest. So yeah.
Every next day it just might be your last. But before you go away, you know that you can't fight by your lonesome.
The first record I made, which is the first song on the album, was done in like 2020, and it was like completely weird and different from all the other pop R&B stuff that I was making. So I decided to like stash that away because there's something about the dark and like moody and fucking crazy pitched chorusy flangered vocals that I was having in that record, and I said to myself, I'm gonna save this because I feel like I can make an album off of this somewhere down the line.
With eyes wide, everybody stop, don't move, it's homicide. And it's come for you, there's a war outside, and I can't get you used to it.
I make music and I just do songs and then I stash them away and then figure out if they all make sense later on when I have enough of them. But luckily enough, like I knew that I wanted something that sounded cinematic, that kind of like pushed the boundaries of like engineering and sounded way different. A blend of hip hop, but also something that crosses the line into, like I said, Phil Collins-esque In the Air Tonight, because I never heard that before, something that's real gritty, underground, raw hip-hop lyrics that meet that clash of like sounds in something like a Kanye West Yeezus or something like that. So blending those two worlds together and making them make sense was like the huge foundation for a lot of how this album came about and how the records kind of blended into each other. So a little bit not intentionally, but it all works out by the grace of God. So
most of us ain't making the C21. I'll be surprised if I'm alive before my 20's done. It don't matter cause they ain't listening. And by the time I'll be way into oblivion. Tell Zay to...
I feel great. It's always a pleasure and a fucking prestigious honor to be able to perform in the first place. Like I don't take that for granted. It's a huge moment for me because up here is where I feel the most myself, the most connected to what I'm supposed to do, like my purpose. So with that, it's like anytime that I get the opportunity to perform any record whatsoever, let alone a whole fucking album, it's a blessing. So I feel relieved and fantastic. Kind of coasting on this moment, you know, like, and by this moment I don't mean this specific instance in time. I just want to find some more ways to fall in love with this project and be more creative with it. I've been working so hard on the visual aspects, you know, the artwork, the whole mooding of and presentation. Like even when you see me perform, that's a huge part of the presentation. So I want to continue to build on that before I move on to whatever the next thing is, and pay tribute and honor to what this moment in time means.
I control my own head, I'm going for broke, no more going slow. We about to go from dope to dope head. You was one of the goats, you spun to a ghost. You turned to a dummy, you dumbing the most. You stunned at your grove, you wanted to go Republican. You wasn't one of them, could've kept it all, honey. You ain't let none of them know how you plummet to one of them lows. No covering, but you don't run from what comes with it though. That's cause it comes with a glow. That kind of pain turns to power and runs through your soul if you allow it. You can roll up blunts full of gold, smoke them. Now you're making arm and legs out.
Shout out to Mike, shout out to Jackie, shout out to Fernando, Chris, for the Bronx Music Heritage Center for hosting me, and for everybody that came out, my friends, my coworkers. You guys hold a special place in my heart. Thank you. I am eternally grateful. JULYQuinMP3.com. This is not the demo. Go listen to 001.
We knew it. We tried to scoop them and slow. You keeping them close, you keep them exposed, but good you doing them. You barely keeping the pose. Now the evil is shown. You seeing your whole family grow. You reaching for dough. I'm not even human. I know I'm lighting the fuse, but shouts to Medusa for producing this flow.
I ain't using it though.